Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Mason and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be telling kind of a crazy story about some guy I knew that shot up the trailer park while I was living there. And this is the same trailer park that I've told in a couple stories before, if you've seen any of my previous videos. And if you haven't seen them, I recommend you go check them out. In the background, you guys are going to be watching some Express gameplay. I'm pretty sure it's domination, and it's not the most insane gameplay you've ever seen in your life. It's actually pretty mids, but I had to put something in the background. I'm not just going to give you all a black screen to look at. And without dragging this intro out too long, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the story. So this actually happened in 2015. The exact date that it happened on was June 15th, 2015. And the only reason that I could tell you guys the exact date is because I'm actually looking at Kentucky's little website right here where they tell you most of the shit about what happened. And this guy, his name is actually Shane. And I know this guy. Well, I knew this guy. He used to sell like salvia and fucking spice and weed and shit like that in the trailer park. Like when I was 12, 13 years old, that's who I would hit up for shit because he was kind of like the trailer park crackhead you can get some shit off of. So anyway, like I said, this is June 15th, so this is like well into summer break. I was probably sitting at my house that day, playing some video games. I might have smoked a little bit that day. I can't remember exactly what I was doing because my day wasn't too important itself. But I was just, sitting there doing my thing, probably playing some Xbox. And a couple of my friends came down to my house, or well, my trailer actually, because this happened in the trailer park whenever I used to live there. And the way my friends used to let me know that they was there, they would just bang on my window because I had like the first window on the outside of the trailer. So they would bang on my fucking window. So I heard some banging and I went to the front door and answered it. And I let my friends in, and they're all like kind of wide-eyed and shit. Like I could tell some crazy shit just happened. And they all went back to my room and they started telling me this story about how crackhead Shane had just stole a gun from his dad and fucking started shooting in the air in the trailer park and shit. And then he got the cops called and then he started shooting at the fucking cops, and the cops had like shot him a couple times and like a bunch of crazy shit. And they said they had like the whole trailer park basically locked down, and like there was only one way in and out of this place, so if they was blocking the road, you literally couldn't go in or out, like if you was further than the actual crime scene. And all of this took place in my friend Seth's front yard. I'm not sure if you guys have seen my other stories, but I'm pretty sure I've talked about him a few times. And this all literally took place right in his front yard. Like he was looking out his fucking window watching all this happen, and then a couple of my other friends were actually like on the sidewalk watching this shit happen, like outside, only probably 50 feet away from this crackhead shooting guns at the officers. And I don't mean to keep calling him a crackhead or anything, or like put him down, because I don't think the reason that he ended up doing this was because he was trying to kill an officer or anything like that. The reason that he did this, I'm pretty sure, is because he was on like a suicide mission. But basically he just smoked like a bunch of salvia and spice that day, and he got super geetered up and stole a gun from his dad and started shooting at the cops. And right now on the screen, I can actually put up all 4 charges that he ended up getting this day. His first charge was a first-degree burglary. His second charge was a theft of a firearm. His third charge was a criminal attempted murder of a police officer, which was, like I said, whenever the police got called and they ended up coming to the trailer park, he ended up shooting his gun at the cops, and they actually shot him back, and he ended up getting fired up a few times, but that's, he didn't die or nothing crazy. And then his last charge was a wanton endangerment, first degree, and I'm pretty sure that's just like causing danger to other people's lives in general. I'm not really sure what that one is, but obviously the other 3 are pretty self-explanatory. And you can actually see in the charges like what day it happened and shit like that. It actually happened on June 15th, 2015, like I said, and you can see the county that it happened in, which is the county that I lived in that trailer park, and all that crazy shit. But yeah, no, whenever my friends were sitting here telling me this story, I basically didn't believe them that any of this was happening, like at all, because like where I live, I don't know, people normally get busted for meth and shit like that, and it's not uncommon to see helicopters around an area because there's drugs coming out of there or whatever. But shootings isn't very common in my area. And I'm not to say that Grant was like the most rural area, but there is definitely a lot of fucking country places in Grant. Like there's a lot of back roads, there's a lot of fucking like woods and shit like that, but there's a couple little cities too in Grant. But yeah, that was basically the whole story of how this guy had shot up the trailer park. I know it wasn't the longest story, but I'm not going to sit here and, drag out something that doesn't need to be drug out. I can basically tell you guys everything that had happened and not sit here and make it a 20-minute video. I try to keep my videos shorter, especially because, I'm not a very popular YouTuber, and I don't want to have a long-ass 15-minute video for, say if you just found my channel and this is the first video you're watching, I don't want to bore your ass for most of the video. Rather just get straight to the story and, tell you what happened. And real quick before I end this video, I just wanted to say thank you to every single person who has left support on my channel recently, specifically on my most recent video, which was getting pulled over without a license. That video hit 50 likes in under 24 hours, and I've never done that on YouTube before. I used to make like trick shotting videos and shit like that on Call of Duty, and I've never hit 50 likes, like, ever. And you know, that one broke it in 24 hours, so I really can't say thank you enough to every single person who's been supporting me. And I also am saying thank you to every single person who's going to support me from here on out. I know YouTube is a place where we're pretty oversaturated with content, but you know, I'm just very thankful that my videos are reaching some people. You know, I don't want to be telling stories to nobody, and it just makes me feel good that somebody's watching my shit. And I wasn't trying to be corny at all by saying any of that. I truly am thankful for every single person who leaves a like and comments and, you know, just says in general that they enjoy my content. Or really, I even enjoy the people who leave me a dislike, because, you know, I know not everybody's going to like my shit. And, you know, I appreciate every single comment and any sort of criticism that I can get to make my videos better. I appreciate everything. But that's about all I got for you guys today. I just wanted to say thank you real quick before I ended the video. Anyways, y'all take it easy. I'll see you guys in the next one.